Hello, welcome back to day 13 of 30 days of our AWS Cloud Series. I'm Chayan, and today we are going to create one of our code builds, and we are going to deploy, and we are going to create some kinds of amazing code builds today. So be with me. We are going to see some of the looking practicals part today. Everything will be going to about the practicals part, and we are going to also check about the pipelines code pipelines part. So in the yesterday class, we have seen about we have source. Okay, from that source, particular person pushes the code and it goes to the build part and it builds and deploy. So the build part, we are going to check it out, how you can just create a code build, how it is going to build for you, what all the things you generally required, what is the build YML file, what all the things we generally required over here. So let's quickly jump to the practical part and let's quickly understand our AWS code build. So here we are into our AWS code build, we are into our AWS cloud console. Let's quickly write and open our code build, AWS code build. Just quickly open the code build. Now the code build is getting open. Now quickly we are going to create one of our project. You have to go click on the create project and tell I'm just quickly going to open my GitHub account where I'm going to attach with my GitHub. In the yesterday's session we have seen how you can connect with the GitHub or to your AWS repository. Let me quickly refresh. It is taking some kind of time. Let me quickly refresh and let me again quickly create a build for you. So once we are here, let me quickly take the repo that is node todo CI/CD. Again, come back over here. It is taking again the time. Let me again refresh, and it takes some kind of thing. So you just need to create the projects. So let's quickly create a project, and we are just going giving the project name as node todo hyphen CI CD. Okay, we are going to give this kind of name. This is our CI means code build generally comes under the code integrations part. So we are creating our node to do part. We are using default projects. Here you can have to select. There's a multiple source repository. So we have just talk about AWS code commit has been expired. If you are an old user, if you have created old store there, so it will be work for you. Now AWS code commit has been expired. So we are going to connect with our GitHub part. Now, if you are new, if you're watching this first time, so you have to go to the manage credential. If your GitHub is not connected, you have to open this manage credentials in a new dashboard in your new tab and you have to connect from here. Okay, AWS, I have already connected with my GitHub. Okay, once I'm connected with my GitHub, you have to provide the repository name. What is the repository name? So this is my repository which I want to link over here. So I'm just going to copy and paste over here. Okay, now source version, what is the source version? You have to provide your branch, pull request, commit ID, reference ID, like this way. So here I only have one branch. I have two branch that is stored in the master. So I want to build it by using the master branch. Okay, nothing. I just want git clone will be one. Nothing has to be changed. Okay, now what kind of build you want? You want single build, you want batch build. I want to just go for the single builds only, like nothing's to be there. Additional configurations, nothing to be there. Okay, now creating the environment, we are going with the on demand. We want managed images, we want EC2 instances, we want containers should be run. Now we are going to select the operating system. It's depend you what kind of operating system you want to choose. Now we have runtime standard. Now moving below, nothing is there. We are going to select the existing service role which we have created before also. Okay, so this is my service role which we are attaching with this, or else you can just create a new service role also, or you can just give the name as any name you want to give, like demo, or if you give the name, let me quickly give you the name as a node to do. Okay, here if you click additional configurations, you don't need to give any. I'm just changing the compute size because if you want, you can select, but don't select this particular part, and you have to enable this Dockers enable privileges part. Okay, come below. Here we are going to add some kind of build inspections file. This generally files helps to build the things for you. Okay, so let me quickly copy and paste over here. So I already have this code with me. What this code is doing, let me quickly help you with the code. This code is doing, this is installing. Okay, what are the phases? We have first phase is installation. So this is yum update -y. Why we are using yum? Because we have used the Amazon Linux images. Then we are going to pre-build command, some kind of echo login, some kind of that particular things. Then we are going to simply build the our Docker file. Okay, why we have provided this particular command? Because this command is used for building your Docker file. So I have my Docker file here in the root location only. That's why I have just provided with the dot part. Okay, come back over here, and this nothing does. It is echoes are generally used for displaying the date. Okay, now you have to just go back. This are generally a build inspect file which we generally provide for building our Docker images. Like if you have worked, anyone has worked with a Jenkins, so all in the Jenkins also we have to write this kind of Docker file. If you want this particular references, you can come up over here. I already have this references with me at the repositories part. You can search by my name, and in the first you will getting that particular kind of code. Okay, in the sample one code, the same code has been written which I have just provided over here. Same code is there, like login to ECR, skipping ECR login for this demo. So this is some kind of demo part. Okay, you scroll down, nothing's to be scrolled. If you want to watch the logs, so what kind of, I'm just giving node to do CI. Again, I'm just giving with the same names. Okay, now let's quickly create the build projects over here. Now the project is getting built for us. So what this going to do? This will start building the projects for us. Access denied to this particular. Okay, troubleshooting. Nothing's to be there. Connections GitHub. Let's quickly start our build. This is our node to CLI, and the build has been started. Okay, so it takes something around something around 5 to 6 minutes, or let's check it out, 2 to 3 minutes to quickly build. So till now, I just want to explain few more things over here. So what are the things you can expect over here is something like, if you want to, you can just check it out. Who are the submitters? These are the root. If you have created IAM users, so you can check it out. I just created a demo for you. What are those things? Okay, let me quickly open the code build part. I have created one IAM user where I have provided the access to that particular persons, and this person has started the build for us. So this is a kind of, this person has been done, this things has been done by Sachin. Okay, now suppose I'm just taking some kind of example. This was my successful build. Suppose if you have made some changes and you are getting some kind of failure, so you can check what is the status of failure. Now how to debug such kind of issues. Here you will be getting the build logs. You can check it out. What is the build logs? You can check. You can check here. They are just saying yum not found. Why yum was not found? Because I have just selected some kind of Ubuntu images over here. Okay, like they are just installing some kind of dependencies. This has not. You can check command didn't find successful. That's why we are have to need the build logs over here. Now you can check it out. What all the phases details we have. We have submitted, we have queued, we have provisioning, we have download resources, we have installation, we have finalization. So here you can also check where is the main error comes up, what all those things has been done for you. Okay, moving to the next part, we have reports. The report generally doesn't come up. Then we have environmental variables. If you have any environment set and environmental variables, now you can come to the build details. You can check it out. What is our source provider? That is GitHub. What is our Git clone? That is one. Which is the repository? They also provide the link of the repository. What is the source version? That is our master. Okay. Now moving forward, we have Linux container is there. EC2 machines going to build for us. True is there. How much compute is there? For, 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM. Timeout 45 after 45 minutes going to timeout. Then QA timeout, you can just check it out. VPCs ID, you can, if you have provided any kind of VPCs, you can check with some environmental variables. Okay. We have also enabled the logs. You can check it out. Yes, CloudWatch logs enabled. That's why we are going to see such kind of code in the build logs. Okay. Now SC logs are disabled. If you want to store this particular kinds of log into the S3, you can enable it and you can store it there. Now moving forward, what the build inspect file I've just provided, you can just check it out here. What is the build inspect file? This is nothing but echoing the installing dependencies. So this way we generally do. So let's quickly check our pipeline. So this has been filled. What they are just saying, phase detail completed. So this depends on it, what kind of build inspections we want to use. So let's quickly use this particular build inspection file. Okay, let's quickly just edit this particular build inspections, and let's go downwards, and let's quickly change our build inspection file. Okay, there's just some Docker. We have to install the Dockers also. So I'm just using some kind of sample demos part. Okay. Uh, okay, I'll just quickly come and update the projects over here. So your project has been updated, and we are quickly again going to restart the build. Okay, now this has been getting, let's wait for some few seconds. It is going to show what is the status. Like here you can check, we have just 15 seconds, 3 minutes ago, we have just tried to build this 15 seconds, but it got failed. Let's check it out, this particular thing. Now, if you change the source versions also, here you can check it out. So suppose I want to change this particular, this is my repository, I want to change my source version. So you can quickly go to the edit part, and here you can check it out. We have two kinds of branches. One is prod and one is master. So let's quickly do one thing. Let's quickly change the branch that is to prod. Okay, just scroll down and let's quickly update the project. Now the project is getting has been updated, and you can quickly start the build now. Okay, once build has been started, you can check it out here into the build details. What is, you have just changed your source version to the prod. First it was the master, you can change to has been changed to the prod. Now here you can also check with the resource utilization, how much resource has been utilization by using the CloudWatch. We have seen how the CloudWatch impacts over here. Now you can also, we have also one features that are the build history. You can check what all those builds has been done previously, what all those things. So here you can check this has been successfully done. So comes up over here, let's refresh, and you can just scroll it down, and you can say we have just created this particular build, like that name is node to CI, and this has been successfully. So here they have just installed some kind of libraries, they have just done each and everything, and this phase has been successfully succeeded. So what all the things matter over? The main things matter over is the build inspections file. Build inspections file should be right where we are going to do the things for us. Now for the future, we are going to do one thing. Before that, we are going to cover up 2 to 3 concepts. First of all, there will be code pipeline. Code pipeline is going to automate the particular flow. How they are going to automate? Suppose if I make some kind of changes over here, like suppose I have multiple files over here. So if I make the changes into this Docker file, so it will automatically triggers for you this code pipeline, and it will automatically build for you. Now what we are doing, we are doing this manual changes. We are just doing the manual builds right now. To avoid this, we are going to conclude add code pipelines into the next class. And from after that code pipeline that's done, we are going to cover about the ECR. So where we are going to build and push our images. So this is the kinds of build inspections file. They are just installing, they are just going to the ECR's part. ECR's is nothing like a Docker. So you will get more detailed video on it. So you will get the things quickly easier. So here you can check it out. We were checking about the build history. If you refresh the page, and you can check it out, this is also been done. And if you open this particular build, this was the China one, where we changed our source version. Who has built in? This is the root, and this was the person which I have just created. I am. So that's all about a quick demo of code build. Like you can integrate multiple GitHub repos, you can integrate multiple GitHub repositories. It's all about the build inspections file, which generally matters over here. So you can change the build inspections file according to you, what all those things have been required by your end. Okay, you can use sources, you can use some kinds of AI for writing the build inspection file. Upcoming videos will be like onto the code pipelines, so we can just quickly check it out how you can just trigger when automatically changes made. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Do share, comment, and if you have any query, let me know in the comment section. See you soon in the next day.